Hi guys, welcome to my channel everybody. Thank you guys so much for being here. What's going on guys? I'm Jade. If you're new here, please hit the like button and also share this video. Thank you guys so much. So let's catch up on Baba and this drama that is slowly unfolding. So this is the video of the moment that Baba proposed to Honorable Natasha, and obviously, people are very interested because people want to see exactly how he did it. Did he go down on one knee? Did he sing? Did he do this and do that? I will tell you this as somebody who has already watched this video. I really feel like there is something not quite clear. Like something is going wrong, okay? Something is weird. Like their whole demeanor, the way they were carrying on, something is not right with this too. In my opinion, allegedly, we know how to Baba love that word. We know how to Baba love the word allegedly. Not, he doesn't. I'm being facetious. Yeah, so he doesn't like the word to allegedly, but allegedly, in my opinion, there is something just not right with the way both of them are acting. They look to me, my opinion. I know they there, my eye don't see them, but it looks to me as though they are as high as a kite. They are high on something. Just my opinion, okay? But yeah, there's just something about this video that doesn't sit well with me, but I'm going to allow this to play because we need to see this for context. And another thing that I also want to point out is that at least recently, Two-Face family are looking for him. They said he snuck out, out of the home and went and traveled to Benin to go and be with his lover. That whole unrequited love situation. I don't know if that's what's going on, but there is a lot happening. Hi Kadi, hi. So there's a lot going on in this video, and the video is just weird, in my opinion. Not trying to sway your opinion on this, but me as an outsider looking in, there is something, and I have been shown some videos of Natasha behaving very questionably, okay, and that is also something that that is also kind of like influencing my opinion. So I've seen videos of her allegedly doing really questionable things and behaving in really questionable fashion. I don't know, make of that what you will, but let's go. Let's watch this proposal video. Lovebirds. Oh. Oh. sorry guys. Listen, I know that some of you actually love my voice, my laughter, and you guys are here for it. But I also know that there is a demographic of people who cannot stand my laughter. And we know why. Because Jade is an amazing, wonderful soul. If you cannot stand Jade's laughter, there's a reason why. Maybe she's striking a nerve. I don't know. Make of it what you will. But anyways, that's a conversation for another day. Let's listen to Baba propose to the love of his life.
Sometimes, yes,
That's debatable. Okay, so hey, 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 hey. Sorry.
Wow. This is history.
So this one that said this is history. What history exactly are you shouting about? What's the history in this situation? Is he the first person to propose? Is it the first artist to propose? Is it the first time he's getting married? So what exactly? And from what I have even heard, I don't know how true they say, so don't quote me. But it is being reported that even the Natasha is also like, we know, like we have heard of this. I cannot verify everything. I'm just regurgitating what I hear. It has been reported that she used to be married. Number one, and number two, it has also been reported that she has two kids. So she has two kids, and Tubaba has seven kids. That's a whole lot of kids, okay? And I mean, it's a blended family of some sort. But anyways, I don't know. I just feel like they're dishing that information. I don't know why, but so I guess I know why. The reason why is I'm wondering. So what's the history in this situation? People just like to spew things. People just like to spew words that doesn't even make any sense. Um,
They drop the cigar in the boat.
but he didn't even go down on one knee though. I don't even know how the hell, like, they cannot even stand straight. They are just wobbling around, and there is just something so weird about this scenario. Like, they are wobbly, they can't stand straight. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. Hi, Alera. Um, Kadi says, I'm a sucker for skinny old men, but he's not old. I think he's 49. The last time I checked, he's 49, and he even looks younger than 49. He's 49 looking like he's like 35 or something. Two-Face is not old, not by age and not by, I mean, he's way older than me for sure, but like in the general sense of old people, he's not old. And he doesn't even look at that. I guess that's the reason why he can pull off a 27 or 31. Like, another thing that is conflicting is Natasha's age. When I did my research, it showed that she was 27, but there are some people reporting that she's like 31 or so. But if you see the two of them, you wouldn't even think that maybe they are that far apart in age. They look very close. Don't know if that's a positive on Natasha or a positive on Tubaba, so I don't know. But yeah, he's not old. He's 49 years old. 49-year-old people will not like to be called old. I don't think. I have an auntie who's actually turning 48 this year. The last you want to call her is old. She will not take it. Skinny, yes, he's skinny. Skinny. And I think that, and obviously, again, everything I'm saying is just me theorizing, speaking my mind. I really don't have any proof. Allegedly, the word that Tubaba loves so much. Okay. The word that Tubaba loves so much. Above 50 is a little bit old, but he's not above 50. He's not above 50, like he's 49. Anyways, allegedly the word Tubaba loves so much. So for me, I feel like Tubaba, and this is something that I have always felt about him, and this is why I always wondered why all these women. I mean, it's not hard to wonder, but I always wonder why all these women were just throwing themselves around him. He always looks so sickly to me. I mean, there are skinny men, there are men who are skinny and they look healthy and they look like, yeah, solid on their feet. Tubaba has always looked very sickly to me, like right from when he was busy impregnating all these women. Like I would just wonder, what do these women see in him? And around that time, he wasn't even as famous as he is now, or as he was at his peak, you know. And a lot of these women, a lot of them, he was dating them because of some of them, what they brought to the table, or just the convenience or whatever. Like the Pharaoh, she basically comes from a very wealthy family, and yeah. But I always wondered why, so because like he always looks so sickly and really, really, really unhealthy, like he has some type of prolonged um illness, like some type of chronic illness. That's just how he has always looked to me from long, long, you know. Sorry, they both look as high as a kite, my opinion, y'all. They both just look so disorganized, so discombobulated. And Alera say Tubaba has a thing for rich women. I see that because the way he's fawning over, the way he is just drooling over this Irobosa, to me, I feel like there has to be more. There has to be more. This is not love. This is not love. This is somebody looking for something. And my conclusion, again, I'm covering this live video with the spirit of allegedly. My conclusion to all of this is that Two Face is in trouble, financial trouble, is hard pressed for money. And people will want to remember him, or people want to view him now the way that he was at his peak, you know, the way he was at his peak when he was really popping back then. That's that's the that's the way a lot of people want to remember. That's the way a lot of people naively still view him. Two Baba is not popping like that again. The money is not rolling in like that again. You know, the money is not rolling in like that again. So I really, really believe this in my heart of heart. Maybe one day when all of this is over, when his time with Irobosa is over, maybe Irobosa will spill the bean on how, I just feel like Tubaba is attaching himself to Irobosa because of Irobosa's wealth. First of all, Irobosa comes from one of the most prominent family in Benin, number one. And number two, Irobosa is a politician. And politicians are the ones raking in the dough in this current climate in Nigeria and all over. Politicians are always they are always like they're never strapped for cash, unless of course they are doing something and they're being blackmailed, and all of the money that they are making is going to the people blackmailing them. But politics in the Western world, politics is where the money is. And I really, really think that Tubaba is with this girl because of money, because of the things that he's doing, the way he's just fawning over her. This is not Tubaba. This is not the Tubaba. Tubaba was a very mysterious being for a long time. He was playing away match all over the place, so getting women pregnant or whatever. But one of the appeal that a lot of people had about him was that he wouldn't say more than 2 words. I actually saw a post after everything came out about Tubaba and Irobosa. After everything came out and people were, and I saw a post that basically said the most painful part, like people were writing all kinds of theses, people were writing all kinds of think pieces about the situation between Tubaba and Annie Libya. Somebody said something, I can't remember where I read it now, but somebody said the painful part of all of this is that Tubaba will come out and he will just say one love, one love. That will be that will be the only thing that comes out of his mouth. And it made me laugh, but it was also very true because Tubaba was something that was wrapped up in mystique. He was very mysterious. Not a lot was known about him other than all this. Now there's a saying in my dialect that even when you get pregnant, you secretly get pregnant, you cannot secretly have a baby. It must come out. So, and that has always been pretty much Tubaba's life. All these women getting pregnant, but eventually coming out to say, Tubaba is the father of my children, no. And when you even take one look at the children, you know that Tubaba cannot deny them. No DNA needed. They all, every single one of them, in one way or another, look like Tubaba. Okay. So there is that. So I say all of that to say he was very mysterious, even though he was very public, but he was also very mysterious. He didn't say too much. He was very mindful of the things that he said. And for me, part of the reason why I think he was that way was because he wasn't very articulate. He's not a very articulate person. And he has grown so big that he probably was worried that should he open his mouth, people will lose interest because he wasn't always the most articulate person. But there was a mystery around him, you know, and that drew people to him. People were naturally curious as to who this person is, this Tubaba guy. So this person said he would just say, yeah, one love, one love, one love. That's what we know. That's the Tubaba that we know. He never says more than 2 words. Never saying more than 2 words. But this day and age, to see Tubaba back to back to back to back to back, releasing videos, making posts, and talking about how he loves Irobosa, how he wants to marry Irobosa. People should help him beg Irobosa to accept his proposal. It just seems like he's not the one in charge of his phone. He doesn't have access to his phone, or he's heavily, heavily, heavily influenced by Irobosa. You know what I mean? So, and that's what is really getting people all worried about him. And now, to even top it all, his family they can't even they can't locate him, they can't contact him, can't get in contact with him. So it's a really, really wild, crazy situation. Um, um so it's just it's wild. It's wild. It's so clear to me from the very moment when I started to see the shenanigans and the things that he was doing. I was just thinking that there is the only reason that Irobosa now has full control, full access to his phone, and she's just pushing all this rubbish out, or he really, really, and that can only happen because he wants to remain on her good side so that he can continue to enjoy the benefit that she brings to the table. That's just my opinion. Nobody has to agree with me. You don't have to believe what I'm saying because I don't have any proof to what I'm saying. It's just me theorizing. My opinion, point blank, and a period. But yeah, this just doesn't seem natural to me. And somebody says, I strongly believe Tu Baba is in a relationship for benefit, and he's not educated. Somebody said Natasha is too potentially young and came from affluent family to be on Tu Baba's baggages. But that didn't stop her though. That didn't stop her. And another thing that people need to understand is that just because and something people like Tubaba, what they need to understand is that just because somebody comes from an affluent family, come from a wealthy family, does not mean that person has access to fun. They might have the family name, but they may just be very low at the totem pole. They may be very, very low at the when it comes to the hierarchy of importance and relevance and access to the money that is in our family. Irobosa might just be from, you know, the lower end of the hierarchy. Okay. Because I say this because when I was growing up, when I was in high school, I went to a private high school, like very, very exclusive private high school. And this Irobosa's let me keep my mouth shut. But yeah, and a lot of people who comes from very affluent family also went to my high school. Yeah. And then I met some friends who were all just like friends. And then things were happening. We started to see that when it came down to what we were able to do, what we were able to flex, the things that we were able to, the lifestyle that we had, like I noticed that some of my friends in high school, even though they come from a family of wealth, okay, like their family, when you mention their family name, you know that yeah, this person comes from a wealthy family. But you can tell that even though they have a big family name and they come from that family, and they were mostly from polygamous homes, the access they had to money didn't even compare to other people who were also in my school, in my set, who also comes from money. So I say that to say just because somebody has a family name, a big family name that is actually bona fide wealthy, affluent, does not mean that everybody in that family has access to that level of wealth. It is a lesson that I learned when I was in high school. That a lot of my friends who come from like money that went to school together, there also there were levels to this shit. There were levels, serious levels to this shit. So yeah, I say that to say just because Irobosa is a Grenadian family does not mean that Irobosa has access to the kind of money that the Grenadian family has. And people always misconstrue this. People always think that because you come from money, because your family is affluent, then you must be rolling in the dough. Then they will learn that that's not always the case. That's not always the case. But anywho, let's continue to watch this shit show.
When I need to dance, no, 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 no.
That's not what I heard. That's not what I heard. Joy says, Jade, no now. Natasha is lucky, immediate younger brother, last child. And no, I hear that Natasha is the is the daughter of one of Igbinedion's daughters. Okay, Natasha is the daughter of one of the Igbenedion, so which means she's not even supposed to be answering. I actually asked this question. I was asking my friend. I was like, but why is she answering Osawaru? Because Osawaru is the name, is the middle name of Igbenedion. Okay. So I was like, why is she answering Osawaru Igbenedion? Because I have seen her being referred to as Osawaru, Irobosa Osawaru. And I have also seen her being referred to as Irobosa Igbenedion. So I was asking my friend, why is she, because if she's the daughter of a, or if she's the daughter of a woman, she should be answering her father's name, not the Igbenedion name. And so my friend told me that um her own father, coincidentally, her father's last name is also Osawaru. That's the reason why she's answering um that's the reason why she's answering she's answering Osawaru. Okay, hold on. Okay. Okay. My friend is even talking to me, and I said her mother's name is Philomena Igbenedion. So she's the daughter of a girl child of the Igbenedion. It doesn't mean that, that's the thing. People have this belief that, oh, as long as you come from a wealthy family, trust me, I know what I am talking about. Believe me, just because you come from Igbenedion family or Iyayi family or Sorai family does not mean that, like, you are going to have access, the same level, the same access to money. Like, it doesn't mean that. I don't want to go into a lot of details because I don't want to give things away, but I'm telling you, that name, she's just in name, she's just like, that's why she's attaching herself to the Igbenedion name. That's why she's attaching herself to the Igbenedion name, because that will give her access, open doors for her. But as far as whether or not she's actually benefiting from the actual Igbenedion wealth, nah, nah. I don't want to give too much away, because if I start talking, I'll end up talking about myself, and I don't want to do that. But I am telling you that it doesn't mean because she's from Igbenedion family, then that means that that don't mean diddly squiddly squat. That don't mean nothing, you know? Because again, also we also need to keep in mind that the Igbenedion family is not popping as much as they used to pop before. Igbenedion family don't fall. Like back in the day, Igbenedion family used to be like, yeah, but now not so much. They're just one of those families that are now living on past glory. That's just what it is at this point. You know, they're living on past glory. Um Okay. My friend says her father is Desmond Osawaru. That's that's her father. That's Irobosa's father's last name, Desmond Osawaru. You know. So yeah. It but then she gets to attach herself, especially when her last name actually is Igbenedion's middle name. You know, people would just assume that, oh, this must be Igbenedion's daughter. This must be this must be Igbenedion's daughter, because her actual last name is Igbenedion's middle name. You know. So yeah, for me, Two Face is going to learn very quickly that just because she comes from the Igbenedion family does not mean, somebody says, what a coincidence. Yeah, so happens like that. I actually have one of my childhood friends that from primary school. Her sister married a guy. Okay, her sister married a guy, and she didn't even need to change her last name, because her sister's last name is exactly her last name. Her sister married a guy who has the same last name as she does. And so she didn't even need to change her name again. her last name because she just went on answering the last name that she had always answered. For me, I find those people very, very interesting. I find them very, very interesting, honestly. But yeah, again, back to what I was saying. Tubaba is going to learn very quickly that it's not how you call Baba that you call Mama. That just because you are married to, just because somebody is answering Igbenedion and comes from Igbenedion family, does not mean that they are rolling in the dough like that. And that's the thing that Tubaba is going to learn very, very quickly. And because whether Irobosa is the one typing all these things, or she whether Irobosa is the one typing all these things, or she is the one, or he is allowing her to type, or he's the one doing it, there is still a component of him allowing her access to it. So, and now his family is really worried that something is going on. Tubaba's family is worried about him because, like, what even me, looking in from as an outsider looking in, I'm looking at his behavior. Even the video that he did where he was announcing that he loves Irobosa, he wants to marry Irobosa. Even when I look at that video, I immediately said that I thought something was not right.
Live performance.
With him.
Live performance. Not yet, please.
I'm gonna say he's just making an embarrassment out of himself. I agree.
Yeah. Love is a beautiful thing.
Love is a beautiful thing.
All that joy is keep moving forward with Nivea Dry Day. Stay dry and fresh with Derma's 72-hour active protection against sweat, odor, and skin irritation. Skin is for moving forward. Nivea is for
Watch out. Okay, let's see. I put it right there. Yeah, hang this little thing right there.
It's an emotional moment.
Can we make a history now? Yeah, brother. Yeah. Nice and fun. Back at the house later on.
Yeah.
Hey, who got that? Who got that? Who touched the remote now?
No. I replaced it with the other one.
We don't play that. It was cute food. Yeah.
Like, he looks so discombobulated. He looks so, like, weird. Sheesh.
Let's find. What's the next one? Hey, I want anything on the media. Everybody thinks you're
This one gets your proof to that.
Watch out. Okay, let's see.
Someone says my head is spinning watching them hugging like that. Like, something is off, man. Something is off. Okay, something is off. So let me go ahead and share something that I found. This is from Cutie Jules. And this is what Cutie Jules posted. Says, I confirm to you that Two-Face reportedly, according to the Idibia family, sneaked out of his Lagos home since Monday, and all attempts to reach out to him has been fruitless. So they then tagged Irobosa and they said, Honorable Osawaru, please, where is Tubaba? Oh my gosh. And then they continued, Kitty just continued and said, why are you, Irobosa, the one answering to Baba's calls when the family members call? Honorable Irobosa, according to the Idibia family, you are on the C word, the white powder, and they are afraid you are likely to lure their son. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Mm. According to, so continuing the article, Kirijo says, according to our confirmed source, Tubaba has been in an undisclosed place with you, which I believe is in Edo somewhere, and you have literally taken possession of his phone. Hey God, oh, I beg. Let me see. And you've taken control of his phone. Who used to take marijuana on the huge side have stopped because of deteriorating health reasons, but the family are now worried. Wow. So his health is deteriorating. Wow. He has always just looked sickly to me from the very beginning. He just always looked like, you know. He used to take marijuana on the huge side, have stopped because of deteriorating health reasons, but the family are now worried that Natasha, who is an alleged huge C addict, might just lure their son, brother into fatality. Honorable Sawaru, please, where is Two Face? Can you please allow him to speak to his family at least? So this is what Kitty just posted. Family is trying to reach Two Face, but they are unable to reach Two Face. And yeah. And if you see some of the videos online about Irobosa, you will know. If you see some videos of Irobosa online and doing some really questionable things, like you will know, you know. I read part of this and I didn't finish it, but I read the first paragraph and I agreed with it. So let me go ahead and read this now. It says, this is also from Cutie Jules. And it says, as a professional, I will tell all of us for free that we should all move on because the union between Two Face and Annie is long gone. Yes, miracles do happen. I agree, but physical fact is that it's Otilo. Otilo is, I think it is finished. So Cutie Jones continues and says, Two Face has been dating Natasha for a little over 2 years. Their relationship just didn't make it to social media, but they were not hiding it from friends and family. And I agree with this because lately, I didn't see it before. Lately, after all this came out, after all this to Baba and Irobosa's relationship came out, there were videos that started popping out of them just hanging out and living their lives, doing things, family outing. Even some of them, two-faced children were even came along. So that tells me that, you know, there must be some truth to this, that this was not a relationship that just started. This has to be a relationship that has been ongoing for a while. So, and now I guess the pressure to be publicly claimed has mounted to the point where they just have to come out and say it. And it has also been reported, I don't know if this is true, it has also been reported that she's pregnant. But if you see the way he was like grabbing on her stomach, that might be the case, So, but it is being reported that she's expecting a child with Tubaba. So everything is allegedly. Make of it what you will. Two Face has been dating Natasha for a little over 2 years. Their relationship just didn't make it to social media, but they were not hiding it from friends and family. For them to be in a serious relationship for over 2 years, from a professional fact facing, I can confirm to you that Two Face um, has already checked out of any union with Annie for at least 6 months, especially from the evidence on ground. So there is nothing like Two Face move on quickly. Nope. It took him some time to get to where he is now. People that are saying that Two Face moved on quickly, they don't have sense. So, hell, Two Face moved on long before the marriage, the sham of a marriage that took place between Two Face and Annie ever took place. Two Face moved on a long time ago. It was Annie who needed to prove something, who felt like she had something to prove. She needed to come out as the winner between all the women that were fighting for Two Face attention. Okay? It was all about winning, became all about winning and less about just building a life. Because if you are really in a relationship to build a life with somebody, and you are giving your all, you're doing everything for the person, only for them to turn around and betray you and stab you and continue to, like, to play away match while you're in a relationship with them. That alone should just already tell you that relationship, you are just in a relationship all by yourself. You are in a relationship all on your own, because it takes two to tango. If you're putting 100% and the person is not, you're doing your own, carrying your own weight in a relationship and then carrying the person's own weight too, then you are in a relationship all on your own. I'm sorry. Does it hurt? Yeah. So in my view, Two Face moved on long before he even went down the aisle with Annie all those years ago. And that was why Annie never really had peace in that marriage. That was why she was always so paranoid. That was why she was always so conscious. That was why, even if this man, as much as traveled to go and see his kids, and I'm not saying that at some point, he wasn't messing with Barrow, but even maybe whether he was messing with Barrow or not, he still has kids by Barrow, and he still must go see his kids. And so that was why she will, like, lose her mind every time he travels, because she felt like she didn't even have any kind of hold. So, you know. So yeah, exactly. Anna said that means the relationship was there before the wedding on young, rich and young, famous and African. Right? Yeah, yeah. That's what it seems like. For them to be so continuing, the article says, for them to be in a serious relationship for over 2 years, from a professional fact facing, I can confirm to you that Two Face has already checked out of any union with Annie for at least over 6 months, especially from the evidence on ground. So there is nothing like Two Face moved on quickly. Nope, it took him some time to get to where he is now. So QT Jones continued and said, chances of saving the Two Face Annie relationship is very slim. Unfortunately, in this situation, with Two Face, no pity party or backlash will even work. Wow. Yeah, because back in the day, Two Face used to worry when Two Face, and that's the reason why I also feel like Two Face is not in the same financial standing that he was in, you know, and he, like, over the years, things have definitely changed for him in terms of relevance and finances. Back then, that was why he was always, you know, doing whatever he needed to do to stick with Annie, because I believe, based on the leaked conversation, that Annie was shouting, she's going to go to social media, she's going to scatter everything, she's going to scatter everything. What that tells me is that Annie was blackmailing Tubaba to be in a relationship, in a marriage with her. Many times that Tubaba wanted to move on, she was blackmailing him, threatening that she was going to go out and tell everybody about him, his behavior, and what he did, which she knew would affect his bottom line, his money, his relevance, might even lose, you know, he might even lose, what is it called? Contracts and stuff, sponsorship. And she knew this, and people will not look at him as this awesome family man again. His public image and reputation will be tarnished as a result. And Annie was using all that to blackmail him. But I do think that right now, I don't even think he has any of those sponsorship, any of those deals anymore, and he doesn't have the money anymore. And now he doesn't care because nothing, even if his true image pops up on social media, he really doesn't have anything to lose at this point because all of the deals and the money and everything are now dried up. That's just what I think about the situation. And that's the reason why he doesn't care anymore. That's the reason why he is doing whatever now, you know. The Two-Face who had a lot to lose back in the day is long gone. Long gone. Now he doesn't have anything to lose. He doesn't have anything to worry about, which would maybe have influenced his willingness and decision to protect his public image. This is just my opinion. This is me just theorizing. The relationship has been dead. Hold on, let me see. Okay. Um, Unfortunately, in the situation with Two-Face, no pity party or backlash will even work. Not even Olivia and Isabella can make daddy or mommy come together. Remember, Two-Face has other children who didn't grow up with mom and dad under the same roof, and they are doing fantastically well. So he doesn't have the mindset of broken home is not good for the well-being of children. Nope. You can win an argument with you can't win. I think they meant to say you can't win an argument with someone like Two-Face with that. So continuing, Cutie Joe says the relationship has been dead for at least 6 months before making it to the public, and all he's done is to use the last at least 4 months to psych himself of any family, friends, and public backlash, pity talks, reconciliation talks. If Annie comes face to face with Two-Face today, holding a gun and wanting to buy herself, Two-Face will have no emotions in oh my gosh, wow, that is wow. Mm-mm-mm-mm. That is wow. That is cray cray. If Annie comes face to face with Two-Face, holding a gun and wanting to buy herself, Two-Face will have no emotions in talking her. I'm not laughing because this is funny, but I don't know, in a way. Um, Two-Face will have no emotions in talking her out of it. It will only try and talk her out of it from a humanly side and not from the side of affection. People, including family members, are saying and making assumptions that Natasha has jazzed him. No, there is nothing like that. He has moved. Hold on. There is nothing like that. He has moved on from the woman he's been building relationship with for a period of time, whilst Annie spent a good amount of that time defending her marriage rather than building it. Mm. I know some people are naturally scum, but sometimes it's good to stop and think what is lacking here. Remember, forever is just a vow and not legal binding. That's right. That is right. You are right. When you're right, you're right. So that's the cocoa. I absolutely agree. And that relationship has been over for some time now. But some people are the Lulu, and some people they will Yeah, and they will continue to believe whatever, and they want to hold on to something. They want to hold on to something that really is not even realistic anymore. It's not realistic anymore, to expect that both of them will ever come back together. That ship has sailed, and it sailed a long time ago. But anyways, this is my quick briefing on this their drama. I just to make I can't share this one with you guys. Please hit the like button and also share. Thank you guys so much for being here. I will catch you later. Bye.